Alright, let's look at the sample spaces and the events. Alright, here are the definitions. A sample space is a set of all outcomes of an experiment. And an event is any subset of a sample space. Alright, so note that you can have more than one sample spaces for the same experiment. For example, right, let's look at this particular example experiment. Let's say you're tossing a coin twice, right? Right, we can define sample space, let's call it the S1. So first sample space, you can just record head or tail. So the all possible outcome would be head, 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 tail, tail, head, tail, tail. All right. This would be a perfectly good sample space. And another way would be a sample space could be the possible number of heads. So S2 could be, so another sample space for the same experiment. You could have 0 head, or you can have 1 head, or you can have at most 2 heads. Right? This could be a sample space. Let's do one more. Say S3 could be, right? If you have a match, you know, either head head or tail tail, then we say 2 tosses are matched or not matched. All right? So that could be the sample space as well. All right, so let's pick on the S1. So I'm going to use S1, this sample space, then talk about an event, right? So you could have an event, say, for this sample space, I'm going to call it, say, E1. Right, E1 could be an event where you get 2 heads, so head, head, right? When you have only one outcome in an event, this is called a simple event. And you could have another event, I'm going to call it E2. Could be, say, getting maybe just exactly 1 head. So it's either head tail or tail head. When you have more than one outcome in an event, it is called a compound event. All right. So these are the events based on S1. Right here. All right. Then if you want to have another event, say E3, maybe based on the second sample space. So you could have, you know, getting, let's say more than, getting at least 1 head or something like that. So you have a 1 and a 2. Right. Of course, this is a compound event. So this is this one is based on this sample space, right? So you can see that we can define more than one sample spaces for the same experiment, and if you have an event that has only one outcome, then it is called a simple event, and if an event has more than one outcome, it is called a compound event. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.